I just did something I never thought I would do. I don't know. It's so upsetting. I tell you, I don't recognize myself. Oh God, what's happening to me? I'm a good person, aren't I? I mean, you remember when we used to volunteer at the food bank, right? We did that for several years, I remember. Yes, that's right. I got you set up there too. It was hard work, but at the end of the day, we felt good about what we were doing. Yes. Then the kids came along and it got to be too much. But I loved it. Didn't you love it? I thought so. Anyway, about a week ago, a car parked in front of our house. No, not really a junker, but not new either. It was one of those SUVs, so it was big and it was packed with stuff. Personal belongings, I'm guessing. One morning I go out to get the paper and I see that there's a woman and a small child in the car. I don't know, maybe 3 or 4. I called Child Protective Services and they said they'd send someone to check it out. So the woman and her child, though, would leave the car sometime during the day only to return later. No, I have no idea where they went. I mean, they weren't really causing us any problems except for the trash that wound up on our lawn. Then, this morning, I go out to get the paper and I smell this terrible stench. I look over and it turns out it was human waste. I couldn't believe it. They had crapped on our lawn and wiped themselves with newspaper. Our newspaper. It was all lying right where they left it. They must have done it during the night. I told Robert about it, and he went out to try to talk to them, but the woman wouldn't roll down the window. No, he cleaned it up and put it in the composting bin. I called Child Protective Services again, and they said they'd been out there and offered them some services, but the woman refused them. When I told them about finding the feces, they said there was nothing they could do about that unless I actually saw them in the act, and then I could call the police. I don't know what came over me, but that answer upset me so much that I went out there and banged on the woman's window, demanding that she move her car. I kept banging and banging, but she wouldn't open the window or move the car. Then, through the window, I saw the little girl all curled up. She was crying and had this really terrified look on her face. I saw my reflection in the glass, and I wanted to die. I couldn't believe the look on my face. So hateful, so angry, so vicious, like an animal, really. Oh, I didn't recognize myself, at least not the self I thought I was, the self that I see in the mirror each morning. Oh, Anne, what's happened to me? When did I become this person?